It's been 13 years since grocery store executive Gary Redner was killed, and the case remains one of Berks County's most high-profile cold cases.
Investigators say there was an altercation that took place in his driveway.
This was the last place Redner was seen the night before he was found in his neighbor's driveway the next morning, bludgeoned to death.
Redner ended up dead, and the killer remains a question mark.
Crime Alert Berks County is offering a $125,000 reward for information that leads to an arrest.
You came to PA, you hit me up because you're fucking dope, and me and my friend Xavier, chilled. You said, what the hell is Redner? Xavier tells you about this murder.
Gary Redner was killed, and the case
remains a
Crime
question
Alert
mark.
Berks County is offering a $125,000 reward for information that leads to an arrest.
$125,000? What? Hiya, guys. My name's Crazy Mike.
And I'm Sarah.
And this is Xavier.
And we're here today to tell you about
March 8th, 2008, there was a brutal murder.
still unsolved to this day.
They killed the owner of Redner's grocery stores, Gary Redner. But who killed Gary Redner? We're here at the Redner store right now, and we're gonna talk to some people. Can you be part of our film? Who shop here? Try to get some information about Gary and the murder.
Ask somebody else who's more familiar with the area.
And just try to crack this case.
Hey, kind sir.
Hey, listen, I'm a doctor, and I got some patients coming up in about 2 hours. I just gotta get this for my kids. Sorry about that.
Sure.
I love your dog, though.
Thank you.
We're doing a documentary on the unsolved case of Gary Redner.
Gary Redner.
Have you heard about that?
Is that the one that was killed?
13 years ago this year was 13 years, and we're trying to do a documentary to see if we can help crack the case.
Yeah. Would you remove your mask, please?
I didn't know him.
I didn't know Gary, so
I personally did not know him.
I heard of it, but I don't know what happened.
I have no clue what happened.
You read everything, but you don't know what to believe.
Any suggestions on how they would catch the killer of Gary Redner?
It's kind of hard because I usually watch my lovely ID programs, and a lot of them on there, I know they don't never catch them.
Do you know anything about the murder of Gary Redner?
No.
Where were you the night of the murder?
At home. Well, I heard that he was at a bar and that he left with a woman.
then he went home and somebody murdered him. That's all I know.
They found him the next day and he was dead at his house.
And you still shop here at Redner's?
Yes.
13 years later?
Yep.
Do you think about Gary when you shop?
Yes. Yeah.
What do you think about?
What happened to him?
What can we do as a community to catch the killer?
I don't know. I can't answer that one. We just have to investigate it more.
Do you think it was an inside job?
Yes. I get a lot of groceries here. And just from the people talking, it's just talking.
If you had anything to say to the killer, what would you tell them?
What would I tell him?
Yeah, you can look at our camera right there and just...
Well, it's a bad time to... I like to tell a lot of people some stuff, but I'm not going to, but...
They're coming for you.
Are you sure you don't want to just let it out?
No, that's fine.
They better turn themselves in. Turn yourself in. What else can you say?
You take somebody's life, you got to pay for it.
But you know that ain't gonna happen.
How you guys
Hello.
doing?
Good, and you?
Doing well, thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, would you guys like to speak in our documentary about the murder of Gary Redner?
No, thank you.
Do you know anything about it?
No.
Do you know anything about the murder?
Can we?
I'm not. I do not consent to be interviewed.
Oh.
I do not consent for you to do an interview in the store.
We're noticing a lot of the employees and the staff here, they don't want to speak.
About the murder of Gary Redner's.
If it has to do with the murder thing, that case, I don't know anything about it.
What do you know about the Gary Redner murder?
I have no idea. Nothing at all.
You didn't hear anything?
I heard that he was murdered, but I didn't.
Do you know where he was that night?
Nope.
Were you working here at the time?
No.
Where were you on the night Gary Redner was murdered?
That I really don't know. I got such a bad memory. I have not a clue.
Can't be filming on the store period unless you get his approval.
Would you be able to give us permission to film here?
I can't. It has to go through.
Corporate?
Yep.
Okay. I'm sorry. We'll leave the premises then and try to migrate. We're getting kicked out of here, actually. We're not even allowed to film here.
But the other guy said we could film outside.
Yeah.
But let's go to the pub.
Let's go to the pub. We're going to go to the pub that Gary was at.
Good job, crew.
The night that he was murdered. We're going there right now.
We're going to the pub.
We're here at Ganley's Pub and Deli.
Ganley's Pub and Deli, where Gary Redner's was last seen the night of his murder.
This is his neighbors. Supposedly he got killed in that driveway though, right?
Yes, this is the neighbor's house.
And then this is actual Gary's house.
Yes.
So let's pull into Gary's house right now. Now we are here at the home of Gary Redner's, which is not far from the pub. I don't know if anybody's home, but yeah, come on in here.
Come on.
That's my dog. Yeah, it's definitely locked.
That's our producer over there, Suzanne.
We are here in Gary Redner's backyard. And what a beautiful view this man got to look at every night. Gorgeous.
Gorgeous view.
Backyard of the man himself. The man who was murdered 13 years ago. We're in his backyard.
We're fucking nuts. All right, let's go.
Why do you want to leave so bad?
I went upstairs and like, I don't know, I just seen something told me to go.
Really?
I went and I started looking in the house and I seen the living room that like sold me, and I don't know, something just came over me and said go.
Dude, they got all the furniture still in there.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, if you look at the pictures online.
Hey, look at the pictures.
Pictures on the wall?
Yeah.
Oh, we need those.
The house is still furnished. This is his home that we're parked at right now. Now, he got killed in this person's driveway though, right?
I believe it was the neighbors. It could have been that one or this one. I feel like he would have done the one after that.
Okay, so we're gonna go to the neighbor's house right now. The neighbor's house is not for sale. People are living in it. We're not sure if it's the same neighbors, but this is how we find out. I don't know if these people are home.
Oh,
It's a big house. It might take a while to get to the front door.
Right?
Yeah, right?
So they got some family photos right inside there. They got a dog. Why don't I hear the dog? That big?
I don't know. But
It wouldn't hurt to go to that neighbor's.
We're here at the neighbors across from Gary Redner's. We don't even know if these people have lived here when he got murdered.
But we're gonna find out.
We're gonna see if they know anything.
Yeah.
And we're gonna let them know that they have an Amazon package.
Somebody said, "Am I on the news?"
Am I on the news?
Yo, the neighbors.
Oh,
The neighbors are home.
the neighbors are there. Let's go. The neighbors just got home. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, do you live here?
My parents.
Oh, cool. We're doing a documentary about the Gary Redner murder that happened in 2008.
Okay.
We were wondering if you have a moment we can speak with you.
Are you gonna videotape me right away?
Yeah, well, it's a documentary, so this is our producer, Sheffy. My name's Mike. We're actually parked at Gary's house, and we were just...
Actually, no, you're not.
Huh?
No? That's not Gary's?
That's the neighbors he was killed at.
Yeah.
Is that okay? So I was right.
Oh, so that was the neighbors that he was killed at.
Correct. Right.
So where is Gary's house? Here.
This one. This is Gary's house. See, this is fake.
Did you buy the house from Gary?
I don't know. It's my parents, so it's all through them.
But you know about it, right?
I know of this. I know of what happened. I know what happened with Gary. Yes. But
Yeah.
as far as how my parents got, I have no idea. I didn't want any part of that. It wasn't on me. I didn't need to know.
Right.
How old were you when they?
Well, it was what, 12 years ago, 13 years ago.
Yeah.
13.
Yeah. So it wasn't that long ago.
Right.
Yeah. Do you have any ideas on what could have happened?
No more than what your average Joe would know.
Because obviously you guys weren't living here at the time.
Yeah, we weren't anywhere near here, and media, between everyone knows as much as what we do.
Right.
And I'm sure you've had a lot of media over the years.
Actually, no, people pretty much leave you alone.
Really?
Yeah.
Surprised. It's such a big story. And you know there's a current $125,000 reward.
Yeah, for 10 years, though, or more now. It's been the same for over 10 years.
Well, we just saw the update on March 2021.
It might have been 110 or something, but...
Yeah, they upped it. So we're doing investigating. We're talking to people, locals. We went to the pub.
I have no idea.
Did your parents buy the house from the Redner family?
That part I'm not even sure of.
So
my
have to talk to your
parents just
parents.
said, hey, we're moving, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I said, when I guess it's other people's money and stuff like that, I'm like, that's yours, not mine, I stay away. I stay out of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have to talk to your parents if that's cool. Is there any way you can you can make that happen for us? Especially now that we just found out that this was Gary's house. Wow. We're parked over there. We're thinking that that's Gary's house.
That's because they found him over that way.
That's the driveway. That's the story I heard. Seeing that guy try to tell you.
I think it's the third house on the left. It's for sale.
Oh, so it
looks
is
like-
the one for sale. I
Yeah.
thought that was the neighbor's house.
No, that's his.
That's his house.
That's
I
Redner's.
wanted to live in that house since I was a little
yeah,
kid. Yeah.
It's really nice.
It
I've
is.
never been in it, but it's...
Yeah, we were thinking the whole time that that was Gary's house.
Because I said the neighbors is for sale, and that's probably why nobody wants to buy it. That's where he was found.
Would you like to live in a house that someone just got murdered in?
No, I think no one wants to buy that house because of the way the design is.
Okay.
That design is very unique.
It is. I love it. I've wanted that house since I was a little kid.
I mean, like, it's not my style.
It reminds me of Aladdin.
Yes, it is somebody's style. It's just it's not everybody's style.
Right.
Right. Okay, I thought it was just everyone was afraid because the murder happened there. It's, you know, bad spirits.
It might be. I don't think so, though. I think it's more just the style.
You living in the home of Gary Redner's original home. How do you feel about that? Does it ever do you ever get spooks and ghosts and...
No. Honestly, no.
Thank you for your time and...
Seriously, it's very
nice talking to you. When I talk to them later, I'll let them know at least you guys might be around at some point.
13 years ago, Gary Redner was murdered in this driveway that we're parked in right now.
You hold this for a moment.
Do you need a mask? It's optional in PA right now.
You can just go right ahead. There's plenty of seats.
Cool. And we're also doing a documentary about the murder of Gary Redner right down the street here.
I've never heard of that.
You never heard of it?
No. Wait, tell me. I want to know now.
So, Gary, you know Redner grocery stores?
Yeah.
The CEO got murdered right down the street.
Like recently?
This is 13 years ago.
13 years ago.
This is the thing. This is the 13th year of it being still
investigated.
Unsolved.
They gave it to a new cop, a new state police, and it's been 13 years. Literally happened 3 houses down on this road.
He was here. He was here the night of the murder.
This is the last place he was seen. Is there anybody here that's been here forever?
The bartender. So
okay.
You guys have the best bet at the bar because you'll be able to talk to her and she'll probably know.
So I have an alibi. I wasn't here that night. I've been here 21 years, but that night I actually was at the Hamburg Circus. It was a very, very windy night. That's all I remember. And nobody else is here that, like, it would have been Dino, but Dino wouldn't have been out at the bar. He's the owner, so he wouldn't have been here.
Is he here?
He's not here tonight, no. So, yeah, but nobody else.
You came in like the next day though?
I don't even think because it happened on a Saturday. Was it a Friday or Saturday?
It was March 8th.
2008.
We're not even sure what day it was.
Okay. I want to say it was a Saturday, and I usually don't work on a Sunday, so I probably didn't come in until Monday. Like, I probably didn't know anything. I was questioned once by the police, and that was it.
It was late in the night. I thought it would be cool to shoot a reenactment. I couldn't find anybody there that looks like Gary Redner. There was a guy in the middle that was just listening to a conversation we had with a party across from the bar about the Gary Redner murder. And this guy name is John. He's from out of town. He actually had a real life scenario where his brother was murdered. And that's a mystery too, as far as the killer. He kind of jumped in and then he got in the conversation and he became our friend, as well as the lookalike to Gary Redner in my reenactment.
From what I understand, he was a woman's man. That he was always running around with women. And I think he might have hooked up with somebody's wife.
Okay. It's a good thought. Good leap.
And he just had him whacked, you know.